Hello and welcome to TR Miniatures Workshop. Okay, today we are going to show you the first part of our two-part rust effect tutorial. Okay, so let's go. There are a lot of ways to do rust effect. Okay, the old ways that we used to do is using sponge and paint, and then just slowly dab over the miniatures. This is one way to do it. Okay, today what I'm going to show you is I'm using Vallejo Mecha Rust Texture. Okay, this is a very wonderful product. Okay, what it does is it have this grids inside this acrylic paint, and then when you just use a brush to dab it, right? Once it's dry, right, it actually have the texture of rust. It feels and looks real. Before I start, I have already used Greg's Earthshade from Citadel to wash down the whole model to bring out the details and also to tone down the silver. The brush I'm using now is an old brush, okay? So I don't have to worry about it being flayed or damaged. As you can see, the paint is gritty, and I didn't wet my brush. I will just use it just as a dry brush. Let's go. So as all of you know, those who follow me right in the previous videos, right, I do not have a specific way of painting. I just dab wherever I feel like it. So for me, right, rust area have to make sense. I avoid the areas that are near the joints and also that are movable, because it doesn't make sense that the rust will stay there for long if the thing is moving. So I concentrate all on the parts that are not moving and push the paint in. It's very simple. Just push it in, just dab it with the brush. There's no right way of doing it, just very random. Again, a warning: just don't use any new brush, or the brush that is your favorite. Yeah, as you can see, the tip is already starting to flay. So if you get any areas that you don't want, right, you can use water to wash away the areas, and of course it creates a wash and also bring the tone about the parts. It's done now. So as you can see that when the paint is dry, it's actually matte, so it does look quite nice at this moment. But since we are doing it correctly, right, we have to go all the way, so it cannot just be rust and without any other weathering. So there will be no water stain, oil stains, all this machinery leakage. So right now I will use the Vallejo Mecha Color Dark Rust Wash to wash down the areas that have water stain and oil stains. Okay, this time I will be using a better brush with a sharper tip. Okay, just work it into the area, the recess. Right, just work into the recess area. Instantly it brings out the look. Okay to let it pull a bit. You can clean it up afterwards or just leave it as it is. See, try to get into the areas that you think the water will remain. All the stains. If you need references, right, just look at all the old stuff that you walk along the road, right? All the metal railings that rusted, that are exposed to the elements. So you can see from nature and learn from nature what is the correct way to do weathering. Alright, so we have done with the wash and let dry. So now it looks really amazing now. So what I'm going to do is right now I'm going to use Agrex Earth Shade to bring out the contrast. Right, so just use straight out of the board. I'm using fine tip brush because I want to work into the small recess and the details, to avoid touching the other parts. Just let it flow inside the crevices. See, it instantly line the model and show the contrast. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add shadows. Create all these subtle shadows in the area just to deepen the whole look. Okay, we don't have to load the whole brush, just the tip of the brush, because I just want to work into all the tiny areas. Now I use a little bit of black, watered down black color to darken the shadow more. And we are done. Okay, so this is the first part of the video tutorial for rust effect. So right now for this phase, right, we just establish the rust area and do all the necessary texture and the water stains as you notice, we just use like 3 types of paints. It's really simple for you to do. You can give it a try at home and show us the show us the result. For the next video, we will be doing all the oil stains, using art coat and some gloss paints. Okay, so stay tuned. Don't forget to click like and subscribe and share this video among your friends. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.